Right? When we look at tafaqquh, it's not just what we learn in the madrasa. Right? Our systems that we have put into place over our communities around the world over the last 30 or 40 years, this madrasa system, it's great, no doubt. Many of you are products of the madrasa system. But we have to realize that as we move forward, and what are we moving forward towards? We're moving forward towards the dhuhr of our 12th Imam. That should be our focus every day. We have to realize that that madrasa knowledge, it won't get us that far in life. We have to think about going further. Now, I don't say that all of us should, quit our jobs, leave university and go to the seminary in Qum or Najaf and dedicate our lives, because that would be foolish to think, and it would be foolish for us as a community to do. We need professionals in many different fields. When our 12th Imam's Advent takes place, he'll need computer programmers, he'll need designers for applications, he'll need artists, painters, people who can maybe be videographers, make movies. Who's going to be there to televise the revolution? Because that revolution will be televised. Who will be there to stream the event of the 12th Imam's movement live on YouTube? It'll be us, inshallah. And so we have to be in all of those fields and many more. But at the same time, we need to have people in our community, women as well as men, go forth for Islamic knowledge. We have programs in Toronto that offer Hawza level studies, albeit at an introductory level, but it's a great stepping stone to go into the seminary once you complete the 1-year program or 2-year program. But we have to be, as a community, thinking forward about guidance for the next generation. And so let me share with us a hadith, a story that comes to us from the time of the 5th Imam, Imam al-Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam. The 5th Imam is quoted in this story that he says that whenever his father, and as we know the father of the 5th Imam is the 4th Imam, Imam Zainul Abidin, peace be upon him. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. The 5th Imam is quoted as saying that anytime my father saw a group of Muslims, now he doesn't differentiate male or female, men or women, he just says a group of Muslims who were devoting themselves to religious studies. The 4th Imam would see a group of youth, maybe in the masjid of the Prophet in Medina, maybe somewhere where he would be. He would see a group of youth sitting, discussing religion, having a discussion maybe about a verse of the Quran or a hadith from Rasulullah. The 5th Imam says, my father would call those youth towards him. He would call the youth would come towards the 4th Imam, and the 4th Imam would say a very profound statement to these young men, and maybe young women as well. He would say, marhaban lakum, congratulations to you. You're doing a good job. What are you doing? He says that you young men, you young women, you're safeguarding the teachings of this religion. He says, today you are the youth of the community, but tomorrow you will be the leaders of that same community. So he's giving them the honor and the praise that you are young men today, you're young women today. You're learning knowledge, you're taking in teachings of Ali Muhammad alayhi salam. You're just young. You don't have influence in the community. The older people, using our terminology, paraphrasing maybe what the Imam was wanting to say, that you're just young kids. You're learning a few figures, you're learning some things today. The older people are running the centers, are being the presidents and the elected officials. But he says in the future, you're going to be the leaders of your community. And as leaders, especially for us in Canada, right, we have to ensure that our next generation of leadership don't just know accounting and management skills and all of the things that we need as a collective to run our communities and push them forward into the next generation. We have to have leaders that are firmly grounded in religious teachings. I'm not saying that our presidents of our institutions need to be mujtahids or alims or sheikhs. Maybe that will happen. But at least in the minimum, our leaders of our centers, of our institutions, national, international bodies, they have to be people who know the basics of religion and then some. The Imam shows us that as youth, especially the young men and women, yes, you're 15, 16, 18, 20 years old. You don't have a power, you don't have authority in the community. You're voiceless today. Your only voice is on social media maybe. But as you grow and mature and develop, you'll get maybe inspired to run in an election, to want to take your community to the next stage. And as the Imam says, you'll be leaders in the future. And to lead, you need to know the basics, not only of governance and leadership and management principles, but you need to know about Islam. If we want to lead a Muslim community towards the time of our 12th Imam, we need to know about Islam so we can gear ourselves and our community towards Imam al-Hujjah, Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif.